Have you ever been interested in exactly how the art of pottery is done? Well, today we're going to tell you a little bit about that. I'm joined by Lynn Dunn. She is a potter here with the Deep River Potters Guild. I find it so interesting how long this association has been around.
Well, we've been around for since 1954, and we started in 1954 because Atomic Energy was hiring people, and they wanted to entice people to come to Deep River, and they had a lot of clubs, and this was one of the clubs, and at that time we had a huge number of people that were members of the club, and over the years we've remained here, and we've been we are the longest continuously running guild in Canada.
And pottery itself has been around for a whole lot longer than that, hasn't it? Especially in this area.
Yes, this particular pot, which is now in the Museum of Civilization in Ottawa, was found right across the river from Deep River at a place called Indian Point, and it is 2,500 years old. And it's a beautiful, beautiful pot. If anybody ever has a chance to go and see it, it's super thin. It's an amazing pot, and it was in fragments, and they put it together again, and it was done with a coiling method, not this method. This is an even older method of making pottery.
Coiling method is this,
that's
right?
That. Yeah.
Okay. But what are we working on today, you and I?
We're working on a pinched pot.
Okay.
So, and these are some of the pinched pots in different stages. These are pinched pots that have been already glazed. This is a pinched pot that was fired in sawdust firing. These are also pinched pots that aren't fired yet. They're going to go into the kiln, and this is one that I just made last evening.
And how do they start?
They start with a ball of clay, any size that you want. These particular ones that you and I have were about the size of an orange to start. So what you do is you put your thumb, all you need to make a pot, and all the Aboriginal people used was their hands, and then they would use shells or whatever to make things smooth when they were finished making the pot. But you just put your finger in, and you use your thumb, and you move your thumb up the wall of the pot, going in a circular motion all the way around. That's it. That's it. You've got it. Keep going. Very slowly all the way around. It takes a long time.
So it requires a great deal of patience.
It does require a lot of patience, but it's worth it.
Yeah. It's got to be very relaxing.
And I mean, people were making pottery this way long before there was ever a wheel. So, you know, it's a relaxing, fun thing to do. You can sit in front of the TV watching programs and do this in the evening if you want.
And how long did it take you to turn that orange-sized chunk of clay into this pinch pot here?
It took about 2.5 hours, but it's not finished. It still has to be ribbed on the inside and smoothed on the outside. And once that's done, then it will be left to dry, and then it will go into to the first firing, a bisque firing. It has 2 firings. First of all, we put them in a bisque kiln, and then in the electric or in the reduction kiln. And we're very fortunate here in Deep River that we have a fairly new reduction kiln that we got through a Trillium grant a few years ago, and it's an amazing kiln.
We'll actually show you that just a little bit later in the show, and I think you're actually going to let me jump on a wheel and attempt that art form, which I think you're going to
takes a while.
Yeah, you're going to be very patient with me, but don't go anywhere. There's still lots more coming up this morning from the Deep River Potters Guild.